Welcome to Retitled Remastered episode 3B. So last time, our remaining contestants responded to the prompt, make a comment on modern technology whilst using a medieval vocabulary. The top 3 contestants will receive a double response prize because I'm too lazy to think of anything else, and the bottom 6 contestants will lose HP in the following way. So let's get started. By the way, the small books on the left are the order that the remaining contestants will be shown in. But first up is the previous round winner, YoshiPipe539, who said, "Websites are like acres, they're sites owned by lords. I reckon to not always trust websites." Let's see how it does. Wow, 65% is a very strong start, and might have already locked yourself a prize. Good job. Next is Florida Man Evolved, who said, "With this thing, I can become a better king. Now, what do I even use this Tale of Sorts for?" I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this response means, but maybe voters do? Let's find out. It seems like some voters did, while others didn't. 51.67% is above average, but it's nowhere near as good as YoshiPipe. We'll have to keep watching to find out how well that does. And finally, the last contestant with the double response prize was Declan. His highest scoring response was, "Thee shalt uninstall the TikTok," which was in fact the second shortest response. It is only 31 characters long. Do voters appreciate that? It definitely looks like it. 63.33% is another incredibly high score, and it might also be prizing as well, like YoshiPipe. Human Name got prize cucked last time. Let's see if they can redeem themselves with a response. "These square things be ruining kids' eyes like the Black Plague ruining our lives." It's a nice rhyme, I really like it. Let's see how it does. Not quite as good, but 61.25% is still an incredibly high score. Why is everyone doing so well this time? The average is meant to be 50%, so I wonder which contestants will bring it back down. Sony Portal is up 5th. With her response, "Thine toilet of skibbity is sheer filth. Let these shorts of YouTube be gone from my sight," she earned a score of 58.75%, which is another contestant to place significantly above 50%. Coolboy83 is up next, and they said, "We are lacking artificial wenches and being able to transport thee to another area, probably Britain," which is the only response to reference global tension at the time. Let's see how it does. Yikes, 31.67%. That's really not very good, especially compared to everyone else. We'll have to keep watching to find out. Next up is Brick94, who said, "Such unholy of a creation must be the result of a wretched witch. Burn her, I say." And that response has immediately trumped YoshiPipe for the highest score, with 66.25%. This must just be a very high scoring round, to have 6 out of the 7 total reveal contestants to score above 50%. Speaking of which, the red region you see is where any of the remaining contestants need to land to be guaranteed to lose HP. It'll expand as time goes on. Will Elemental Domino find themselves in that region? Let's find out with their response. "God, why not approve of the bewitched vessels that sail the heavens and ought to strike them down?" "55% exactly, which is a solid score, but honestly you might still be losing HP looking at the score so far. Let's find out. With Mocha's response, who said, "Whose is this thing called a phone? Back in the middle is the best technology was a cannon." Now this sentence is completely incomprehensible and contains an unforgivable homophone error. Did the voters have any sympathy for you? Sort of, 53.75%, but that means that there are responses above average that will be losing HP, with Florida Man's 51% already guaranteed to lose some. Up next is Bugbird, the only contestant that can be eliminated this episode. Will that indeed happen with their response? While oddities may not be medieval, I wish they were here in thy modern day. Let's find out. Ooh, certainly not. And you're now in contention for a prize with a score of 63.75%. Nice job. The green region you see above Brick 94 is now where the remaining 3 contestants need to land to win a prize, and of course the red region is where they need to land to lose HP. Which region will Match's Way better land in? With their response, "It has come to my attention that modern technological advancements do not include important matters such as a headphone jack, but are more invested in doubling, tripling the number of cameras." Unfortunately, this is the only response that goes over the 100 character limit. Did voters have any sympathy for you? Not at all. 18.33% is the lowest score we've seen so far this entire competition. Were they simple-minded, or did they also not like the material of your response? I guess we'll never know. Cranberry is up next, and their response was, "Thou shalt not steal my Fall Guys win," which is also a short response like Declan's. Will it be able to top Declan's response? Not even close, 46.25%. And last up is Jax Me, who said, "Hi." I'm not even joking. I even reached out to Jax Me and asked if this is what they meant to submit, and they confirmed. I'm not sure what the point of this was, but I don't expect it got particularly high ratings. Yeah, 15.42%. I don't know what you expected, to be honest. In case you're curious, here are the results in the traditional format. Oh, and by the way, you might notice that some responses, for some reason, don't have a rank next to them. Well, that's because these are the second entries of contestants who received a double response prize in the last episode. Since only the top response counts, the bottom one isn't ranked. To summarize, here are all the contestants along with their HP, with prize winners being shown in green. Stats time, starting with relative ranks, where unsurprisingly, Declan takes the cake with an average relative rank of 86.75%, which means on average, Declan beats over 86% of other contestants, which seems kinda hard to believe, but he is by far the most dominant contestant, winning a prize twice and coming one spot away this time, so I guess it's not too surprising. And contestants who don't respond to multiple of the prompts find themselves at the bottom, like Gurney's, Upside, and Loaf. And here's a list sorted by standard deviation. You can see that these guys are the most consistent across their scores, whereas these guys are the wildcards. Anyway, the most controversial response goes once again to Human Name for the 3rd time in a row, with a standard deviation of 33.65%. And in case you're curious, these were the least controversial responses. Also, Declan's not the only contestant to win a prize twice now, and is joined by YoshiPipe539. Enough stalling. Enough screwing around. It's time for the 4th prompt, which is: create an advertisement for an establishment hiding illegal activity behind its facade. Respond by February 3rd, 2024 at 4 PM AWST. Brick94, Bugbird, and YoshiPipe539 can submit 2 responses each, and only the better one will count. I'll see you in Retitled Remastered Episode 4A. Goodbye.